I was gonna let you take this day off because we have exam next week, but I said, okay, we're gonna have a meeting just to let you know a few things. And the first one is, hold on. I know some people cannot listen to me properly, so I'm going to write it on the board. This way you guys can see what I'm doing. Give me a second here. One moment. Okay, here it is. Oh, no, that's not the one. Hold on. That's not a whiteboard. This is the whiteboard. Okay, now, okay, well, good evening to everyone. I know some of you graded me already. That's fine. Next week, next Friday, which is Friday the 31st, we are going to have the second exam. And you're supposed to know that the period of classes, the semester, finishes on the last week of August. If you have your calendar, you will notice that some students were confused and they believed that this was set, like July was the last month of classes. No, we have classes until the last week of August. So that's right. Now, the exam, oh my God, hold on. What's going on here? Okay, here we are. Hold on, give me a second, guys. What's going on here? Okay. I don't know what's going on with my board. Hold on. Let's see now. Okay, very good. That was killing me. Okay, so exam next week. I'm gonna zoom it now. Hold on. Zoom in this for you. What's going on here? Oh, okay, wait. Let me just close the whiteboard and open it again. And let's see. Oh yes, now it's working good. Give me a second here. Okay. Someone says, yeah, I know. Some of you guys are having issues with the internet. That's okay. Okay, so here we are. Exam next week. Next week is July 31st, right? July 31st. And the exam is going to be, as you know, guys, through Edmodo. And it's going to be the day of class. The class day, right? At the same time, class time is going to be the exam. You're going to have 40 minutes to take the exam. You see? That's it. The exam is about mainly, hold on, is mainly about the last 2 units. You see? Now make sure you study the units because maybe there is something that we didn't touch, maybe the vocabulary. I'm sorry. I don't know, I'm sneezing here. Maybe the vocabulary check, make sure that you read it. Make sure you read the conversations because I cannot cover everything. I will cover the most important things like grammar or something relevant, but you have to study the lesson. Maybe you will say, okay, I don't have lesson 4. Like 7 minutes ago, I uploaded the information for lesson 4, where you have the grammar, the past perfect. So you can check it there. Hold on, let me show you. I have it right here, so I'm going to show you the material from unit number 4. You see? Don't pay attention to this because we don't use the first page. So we don't use that. That's only the cover. We're not gonna be using that either. Maybe later, but not now. What we are going to focus on is this, the vocabulary check. I told you, make sure you study the vocabularies. And we are going to focus on this grammar, you see? Past perfect. This is what we talked about last week. So last week we talked about this grammar. And I gave you a few examples. I told you, I don't know, guys, if I told you about this. Can you tell me if I told you already? Caesar, what do you say?
Yes, teacher. In the last class, you talked to us about the past perfect tense, and we
Okay.
used that. Okay.
All right. Very good. So yeah, I mean, last week, as Caesar said, we talked about this. Now I want you to notice something that I didn't tell you last week. Look at this little part at the end of the explanation. He says that normally we use the past perfect with a few words, right? And these words are when, by the time, already, after, before, never, ever. You see? So when we speak, when we create a sentence in past perfect, I would say 80% of the times we add one of these words, 80% of the time, right? Because when you refer to two actions, you will have to use one of these words. As you can see here in the first one, it says when, you see? It says when. The second one says by the time, right? So this is how we normally use it. Now, I have a question for you, and you can raise your hand if you know. Uh, for what reason would you use the past perfect? Why? For what reason is the question? You, Casey, you raise your hand. Let us know.
Yes, teacher. Good evening. So, for example, I can use the
Past perfect.
past perfect, yes, for talking about an action that I did, but maybe I can write into the present again.
Okay. All right. Is it present perfect that you're talking about, or?
No, 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 no. I'm saying about past perfect.
Oh, okay. Very.
I'm saying that it's an action that we can write into the future again because we can talk or
Mhm.
we can use it in a sentence between present and past. For example, usually people when they are talking in past perfect, they only speak in past, but sometimes it can be necessary that we use present and past for me.
Okay, all right. Okay, so, Joe Casey gave an explanation. Let me see who raised the hand in here. But why did you lower your, oh, Rafael Reynoso?
Yeah, teacher, you asked about the past perfect or present perfect.
The past perfect, when do you use it? For what reason?
So normally we use the past perfect to make clear an event that happened before another in the
Mm,
past.
yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. So you use past perfect to talk about two actions that happened in the past. There was one that happened first, and then the other happened last, right? But
Yes.
if you're speaking about past perfect, can you include a sentence in present when you create a past perfect complete sentence? One is chatting here.
I think,
Oh, okay, so you raised your hand. Okay.
yes. For example, if I say, not in all cases, but for example, if I say, I'm learning German, but I had learned Japanese before.
Okay, let's write that down. Hold on. Let's write it down. I know you guys can see that. Don't forget, exam next week, 31st, the same day of class, same time of class, 40 minutes. And it's mainly from the last two units. And so, okay, can you give us your example, your Casey?
Yes, I can write it in the chat. I'm saying, for example,
Mhm.
I said I am learning
Yes.
German,
Mhm.
but I also can say I have learned German.
Okay. I am learning German.
So I can say I am learning German or I have learned German.
Okay, but now you are mixing one thing with the other. You said I,
Okay,
now
let
you're
me mix
saying I
that,
have.
please.
Because look, check this. I'm going to ask you a question now. This is something for you to clarify. The first sentence, in what time is it?
The first sentence is in present continuous, and
Okay,
the second in present perfect.
okay, but if we're speaking about past, then none of them is past, right?
Yes, I know, but if you see the last one, you can see that I'm missing both times, both sense in just one sentence, and is I think that is correct.
Okay. Let's see how you form a complete sentence in past perfect. Let's see who can tell us. Tell us how you form a complete sentence in past perfect.
In past perfect,
Oh,
for example,
wait.
ah,
Is going to
sorry,
tell
I thought that you were
yes.
asking me.
Oh, Francifel, can you tell us?
Hello.
Hi.
Eh, a sentence about past perfect, right?
Yes.
Is with two clauses. I don't
Okay.
know how to say
All
that.
right. Hold on. Wait. Clause. Okay. Clauses. Now, do you know what a clause is, Francifel?
Two sentence.
Okay. Well, okay. part of a sentence or a sentence, right?
Okay, yeah. But the first part is in simple past.
And how do you know which is the first part? Is it, you mean clause number one? One clause? One clause is in simple past?
Yes, one clause is in simple past, and the
Okay.
other it is in past. What is imperfect? Uh, what is the grammar teacher? In past perfect. Yeah.
That's perfect. All right.
Past perfect.
What did I say? Say
Okay.
that.
See, now this is the thing. Like the second one is in past perfect, right? The clause,
Excuse me.
see, the clause, not the whole sentence, because one thing is the whole sentence, and another thing is the clause that Francie Feld said right now, that a clause is a part of a sentence or a sentence, right? So here we are working with a compound sentence. What is a compound sentence? A sentence, a big sentence that has two or more sentences together. Maybe it is linked by a linking word or a punctuation mark. That's what it is. Okay, but if you notice, here we're talking about past, you see? And here we're talking about past, you see? Like the present perfect is used to talk about two actions in the past. No future, no present. The two actions are in the past. You did it, it happened already, done, finished, right? So you have the two parts of the sentence. One part needs to be in simple present, and the other part is the one, the other clause is the one that is in past perfect, right? For example, look at this so you can see that. I had lost my keys. You see? I had lost my keys. If you say that sentence just like that, you know what happens? Something is missing. Like the person are going to tell you, like, oh, okay, so you had lost your keys and what happened? Like, what happened? You see, that's not a complete sentence. It is a sentence, but it's not complete because it is missing one part. Let me see who's writing. People are writing here. So you guys don't see the blackboard? Oh God, don't tell me that.
Yeah, teacher, I can see the whiteboard.
Oh, okay.
No, I can't see it.
I can see it. We can see
I
it
just
around here.
Hold
can
on.
see a part of the book.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Me
That's it that he's showing.
You can or you can't? Sorry.
I
don't see the
can't
blackboard.
I can't see the board. I just watching the picture.
But Caesar, then that means that you will have to move the screen if you are in the computer or in the telephone. I thought you guys were looking at that. Hold on. If you don't see it now, that's a problem that you have.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, here it is.
very well.
Okay. All right, so here you see. So we have one sentence. This is a clause, which is a part of a big sentence. I have lost my keys. But when you say that, something is missing in there because that's not a complete sentence. One clause, you need to know what happened. Like, okay, so then you lost your keys and what happened after? What happened then? You see? So basically, Can anybody think of any part of the sentence completed? Like a possible completion, Rafael?
When I arrived to your house.
Okay, so I had lost my keys when, do you need comma here? Comma
Sorry?
there? Do you need a comma in there?
Yes.
Yes, okay, let's see. So I had lost my keys when I arrived to your house. Okay. Can anybody switch the sentence and tell me the same sentence but switched? Okay, Johan.
Yes. When I arrived to your house, I had lost my.
Do I need a comma in here, Johan? Yes or no?
Yes, that one.
No.
And what about the first one?
Nope. The first one you don't need it because you have when, and
Right.
when connects both.
Very good. So when is a linking word. So basically you don't need a comma when you have when in the middle, you have by the time, when you have never, when you have ever in the middle, you don't need it. You need commas when the word is at the beginning. And I gave you a very clear way how to know when to use comma and when not to. You use commas when you start with a simple present, right? You don't use commas when you start with a past perfect, you see?
Okay, teacher.
Yeah. I mean, that's 90% of the cases. There might be an exception there. So I don't want to tell you that that's always find something over there. Okay, so that's what we have. You see, we have two clauses. Clauses mean part of the sentence. We have one clause, I have lost my keys, and we have a second clause, I arrived to your house. So basically, one action happened first than the other, but the two actions are in the past, no future, no present. This happened already. So you are just telling a person what happened. Like you are telling a series of events and you are placing which one happened first and which one happened last when you work with this type of grammar. If you have a question, ask now because this is coming for the exam. No preguntas? Okay. Well, so let's
I think that
yes.
everything is we have understood everything.
Okay. Okay. Now, all right. If you guys understood, I want you to take, I know, maybe you cannot see this. Let me see if I can put a little. You guys can see it. Let me know if you can see it there. Hold on. Here. You see? We have this little exercise. I want you to take at least three minutes or 4 minutes for you to do this exercise. The exercise number 1, right? So you're gonna read it. You only read it. Look, okay, don't get confused, guys. I'm sorry. You are going to do the exercise number 2, right? But for you to know what to do or what happened first and what happened last, you have to read this paragraph. You see? This paragraph, you have to read it And then you have to say if this happened first and if this happened last. For example, it says here that you have to put number 1 and number 2. We have letter A and you have 2 spaces, you see? This is because you have to decide if that is number 1, if this is number 2, or vice versa. You have letter B, you have 2 statements, right? You have to decide which one happened first and which one happened. So read the text, read it now for 4 minutes, and then try to guess or decide here which one happened first and which one happened last. I'm going to give you 4 minutes. Right now it's 8:32. At 8:36, I'm going to start asking you. So take your time. I'm gonna go on mute. If you have to say something, you say it, and I'll be here. I'll wait for you.
Una reunión.
Two more minutes. All right, in the meantime that you guys finished, I'm going to read the text in case that some of you couldn't see it. So it says, this is about Midori Goto. Midori Goto, as you can see in the picture, is a violinist. And let's see. So when Midori Goto, I don't, you guys should go on mute. I don't know. You guys are nervous. All right, so here we go. It says, when Midori Goto was 4 years old, she began studying the violin. By the time she was 6, she had already played in concerts, and by the time she was 10, she had soloed with the New York Philharmonic Orchestra. Before her 15th birthday, she had even recorded her first album. So now we have, what did Midori do first? That sounds weird. What did Midori do first? Number each pair of actions, 1 and 2. That means the letter A gives you 2 actions, and you have to decide which one is the number 1 and which one is the number 2. I mean, which one happened first and which one happened last. So this is what we're going to do now. If you have the letter A, you can raise your hand and let me know the numbers that you have. Okay, let's see here. All right, so we're gonna go, Francifel, what do you have?
I have first Midori played her first concert.
Okay, that's number 1. And the other?
Um,
Midori had her birthday?
yes, her sis first.
That's number,
Because
yes.
in the paragraph say, by the time she was 6, and then say she had already played in concerts.
Concerts, yeah. So you say 1, 2, right? 1 and 2.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Yeah, let's continue then. We have the letter B, and let's see who has letter B. If you have it, raise your hand. Only Francifel has that one? Oh, okay, I see. There is another person here. I don't know if you raise your hand, Caesar. I didn't see it.
I got it, teacher. If you
Okay,
give me the opportunity, I can apport.
okay, go on.
Letter B, for me, the first action she did was Midori soloed with the Philharmonic. That is the number 1 for me. That is
Okay,
the number 1 for me.
okay.
And then the number 2 is Midori had her 10th birthday. I
Okay.
think as the test said here, by the time she was 10, she had solo with the New York Philharmonic Orchestra. And for me, she did first the New York Philharmonic
Harmonic.
Orchestra.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, very good. So 1 and 2, you also say, right? 1, 2. All right. Now, what do you say, Joe Casey? Do you have letter C?
Yeah. So the letter C, I have 1 and 2. Midori recorded her first album before getting 15 years old. So Midori had her 15th birthday is the second, 1 and 2.
All right, very good. Well, you guys are correct. So it's 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Yeah, that's true. Right. Now you see this is kind of tricky in here. Like they put it here in one way and then they put it here in another way. So when you have something like this, you have to read and be careful because this might be confusing if you don't pay the attention that you need to pay to it. So yeah, very good. You guys.
Teacher,
I want to say something.
Uh-huh. Who is it? Who is it? Like who? Who wants to say?
I want to say something about the B because
Ah.
I'm not so clear.
Okay.
For example, the paragraph said that she had sold the New York Philharmonic Orchestra, but before that, before that, she was or she had her 10th birthday. So for me, the B is 2-1.
Okay, let's go back and revise then. It says, let me see, where is the part? It says here, by the time she was 10, right? By the time she was 10, she had solo with the New York Philharmonic. So basically, she had solo first, and then she had the 10th birthday. That's what you mean? Because it says by the time she was 10, she had soloed with the New York Philharmonic.
Yes, I think that before she was 10, she had soloed her New York.
Before she was 10, right?
Yes, that's why I say that is 2-1.
But then it's 1-2, because look. You're saying the Midori has solo before she was 10, right?
Okay.
But if you notice, look, it says Midori solo with a Philharmonic. That's number 1. And then she had 10. Because it was
Okay.
before she had 10.
I was reading the first by second.
No, hey, that's okay. Don't worry. No, that's fine because we get confused. That's true. That's true. Now, there is one person who wants to say something, and I guess is Soloring. Soloring, what do you have to say?
I think that when you have already, she has 6 years, but the first consent was at 10 years.
But, okay, which one are you talking about? Letter A, B, or C?
She had when she was 10 years, she was the first start consent.
Okay. When he says by the time I saw you, I had done it. Okay, let me ask you this question. If I tell you, by the time I saw you, I had done it. Which one happened first? I had done it or by the time I saw you? This is for everybody, like this question. I say, by the time I saw you, I had done it. Which one happened first? Francifel.
So,
I think it is, I have done it.
I had done it. I had done it, right? Because by the time, right? That means you're
Something happened.
know that something happened before
Yes.
time that you're talking about, right? Yeah, so that's where it is. Basically, Soloring here, you're getting confused with one and the other because played her concerts, right?
Yes.
Look, when Midori Goto was 4 years old, she began studying the violin. By the time she was 6, she had already played. That means she played before she was 6. That's right, is 1, 2 on the letter A.
Okay, okay, teacher. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So you see, guys, this past perfect progressive, this is a homework for you to see it. I'm not gonna go into that. And this for the exam, just to let you know, this is kind of difficult. So I'm not gonna put it there on this one. I'm gonna leave it out for this time. And then we have here the rest of the lesson that we're going to work with it in the next class. What is coming for the exam on this part is mainly the grammar and the vocabulary checks. Make sure that you do it. Another thing that you have to study, which is this. Look, confirming understanding. You have to study that. Confirming understanding. This is like when you have a conversation and you want to check that the person that you're talking to understands what you're saying, or when you want to let the other person know that you really understand what the person is telling you, you have a few phrases that you can use to let people know that you understand and to make sure that people understand you. And for example, we have 3 categories in here. We have the first one, which is asking for understanding. And you see, he says, do you see what I mean? This is what people normally say, right? Like, you don't see what I mean. You hear what I mean, right? You understand what I mean, but people say that, like, do you see what I mean? There is another one, like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, do you feel what I'm saying? Black people say that one a lot. Do you feel what I'm saying? That's, then we have another one, which is, am I making myself clear? Am I making myself clear? You see? And then you have, are you following me? You see, that one, people use it a lot. Are you following me? Right, okay. Those are the regular ones that we use. There are more when you wanna make sure that the person understands you. But these are the ones that the book gives, you know? So let's keep it there on the book. Like, it sounds very disrespectful when you tell a person, do you understand what I'm saying? People feel that they are stupid when you do that. So never ask a person if they understand. You can ask the person, do you feel me? Do you follow me? Am I clear? Do you see what I'm saying? You see what I mean? Do you know what I mean? You see? That's how you say it. But don't tell a person, do you understand what I'm saying? Because understand means that the person doesn't know shit of what you're talking about. So don't use that. Then we have indicating understanding. This is when you are talking to the person and you want to let the person know that you really understand, you know? So you say, oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean, you know? I see. Okay, that makes sense. Or, now I get it. I get it. I get it. You know, there is one that I use a lot, and is I got it. Right? I got it. Like, okay, you know what? I understood. I got it. So you can use that one. Then, if you don't understand what people are telling you can use also some phrases. You can say, I'm not sure I get it, or I don't think I understand, or I'm lost. I'm totally lost. You see, This is when a person is telling you something, you don't understand anything. Or the person is talking too fast. You know, when people are excited that they're talking too fast and they believe that you know what they know. So you say, oh, hey, I'm lost. I'm totally lost. You know, I don't know what you're talking about. So those are the words that you can say. Or if you don't understand a sentence or something of a word that a person says, you can say, oh, sorry. You can ask the person to repeat. You can tell the person, come again, like come again means repeat that. Come again. Or if you say, I'm sorry, the person knows is that you're asking for a repetition. Maybe you couldn't hear the person properly. So those are the words that we use to confirm understanding. Whether you ask for it, whether you indicate or indicate lack of understanding. Lack means little or nothing. You don't understand. So that's it. Make sure that you pay attention to that. And then next week, well, maybe, yeah, I'm not gonna overwhelm you with classes, but next week we're gonna have a little questionnaire and a little talk about Mozart La Para. Oh no, this is Mozart Amadeus Mozart is the one. La Para is Dominican, so you know,
Yeah.
Mozart child prodigy.
the prodigy. Yes,
The original Mozart is this.
this is the original one, right? The others are,
Yes.
yeah. All right, and that's it. Let me know if you have a question about the exam or about the platform. Listen, I have a huge complaint, and I've been telling you since a month ago, there are people that are not doing homework. You're not uploading the homework to the platform. You're not sending me the homeworks, and you don't let me know what's going on. If you treat me like that, like you don't care, I don't care either. You are the students. I cannot be on top of you telling you, like, for example, oh, Carlos, what happened with the homework? You're not doing homeworks. When are you gonna upload it? That's not my job. My job is to assign the homework. If you do it, I correct it. If you don't do it, you do the points. Okay?
I'm totally lost.
You totally lost. I know, Carlos, I know.
No, I'm just kidding you.
I know.
I have done everything, you know.
I know, that's why I took you as an example, you know.
You are
Yes,
teasing
yes.
him. You are teasing the teacher.
Yeah.
Watch your steps if you don't want to get flunked.
Right. So guys, let me know if you have a question now, because then we are going to finish.
Everything clear, teacher.
All right. You guys remember how
Everything is clear, teacher. I
do
gotta
you guys-
go.
do you guys remember how you say cuarentena in English?
Quarantine. Quarantine.
And toque de queda, how do you say it?
Curfew.
Curfew. Wow. You remember?
Curfew. Curfew.
Curfew.
Curfew.
Curfew. Yes,
How,
curfew.
how can I write that, teacher?
Curfew.
Curfew.
Mm-hmm. Curfew. Car, like curfew. Curfew. Toque de queda.
Yes, curfew. Rafael did it.
Oh yes, Rafael, you put it there. Thank you. So yeah, that was a word that I learned during this time, because I I never had the necessity to say that. Yes, Andy.
So guys, hi everybody. My internet is kicking me out. I'm completely kind of out of the topic. So if you may, I mean, I don't know when you're gonna upload this video to your channel, YouTube, that I can get it.
Right.
Because to be honest with you, tonight I couldn't hear anything about the topic.
Okay.
I did the homework already, also uploaded already.
Uh-huh.
But tonight my internet connection is gone. Just let me know, please, if you can share with me the link where I can watch the video.
Sure. I'm going. I'm going to upload the video
¿Cuánto?
tonight.
Ajá. Pero te lo juego.
I don't know what's going on with Caesar.
Caesar is talking about lottery.
Man,
I'm talking with my father, teacher.
yeah, right. Oh, you have to say your father that we speak English here, so Spanish not allowed.
Papi. Daddy, do you want to talk in English with my teacher in this moment?
I'm busy now.
Oh, he's busy. I hear that.
Okay. My
You guys-
father knows how to speak English, but I'm better than he is.
Oh, okay. Yo, Caesar, you're in good,
Okay.
Caesar. Okay, guys. So yes, Andy, I'm going to upload the video. But guys, I'll put the link over there. Maybe tomorrow morning I will upload it, because when I'm uploading things in here, the internet download doesn't work. So no television, no nothing, you know. So I'm gonna do it tomorrow very early, so you guys can watch it. And I believe that I haven't uploaded the last one either, you know. So, yeah. Yeah. And that's it, guys. Have your dinner.
You,
Bye.
you too, teacher.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, teacher, I'm hungry.
All right. See you guys.
All right. See
Thank
you, everybody.
See you, teacher.
All right.
Caesar, go to the church tonight.
Uy, Manuel.